The secret to selling your house in today's market. A few years ago, homes were flying off the shelves and getting multiple offers well over their asking price. It felt like you could name your price and still have buyers lined up at the door. But today's housing market is different. Buyers are getting more selective now because inventory has grown. Homes are sitting a little longer, and more sellers are having to cut their prices. So, how do you still come out on top? It all starts with one thing: pricing your house right from the start. Today, that matters more than ever, and it can make or break your sale. There's a real price disconnect between buyers and sellers today. A recent survey from Realtor.com shows that 81% of home sellers believe they will get their asking price or more. But the actual sales data shows there's a growing gap between what sellers expect and what buyers are actually willing to pay. In fact, an annual report from the National Association of Realtors shows that 44% of recently sold homes went for less than the asking price. And 1 in 3 sellers had to cut their price at least once before the home sold. It is a sign that expectations may be a little out of step with today's reality. Data from Redfin shows that asking prices are higher than actual sale prices by a wider and wider margin. This tells you something important. Not all buyers are willing to pay what many sellers are asking. Now, that doesn't mean you can't sell for a great price, but it does mean you need to start with people are willing to pay in today's market. What happens when you overprice your house? Pricing your house high initially may seem like a smart move, so you have more room to negotiate later. But the reality is, an overpriced home can sit on the market and turn buyers away. Buyers are smart, and when they see a house that's been sitting for a while, they start to wonder what's wrong with it. That can lead to fewer showings, less interest, and eventually a price cut to reignite attention. As Realtor.com explains, quote, by getting the right price early, you can increase the odds buyers will be interested in the home. In turn, this decreases the chances the home will sit on the market for a lengthier timeline, also reducing the odds that you'll need to lower the listing price. The longer a house sits, the harder it can be to sell. You still have a great opportunity as long as you price your house right. To avoid making this mistake, it is important to lean on an agent who knows what is happening locally. When you set your asking price, your agent will look at recent local sales, buyer trends, and inventory levels to find that pricing sweet spot for your neighborhood because it's going to be different based on where you live. And here's something else to keep in mind. Home prices have climbed more than 57% over the past 5 years. So even if you price a bit below the number you had your sight set on, you'll likely still be in a great position profit-wise. With a local real estate agent's help, you will attract more attention, avoid seeing your house sit on the market too long, and maximize your chances of getting a strong offer. In today's market, the right price works. As Mike Simonson, founder of Altos Research, explains, quote, the best properties, well priced, are selling quickly in most of the country. The bottom line here is the market has changed, but your opportunity to sell has not. You just need the right pricing plan. So let's walk through what is happening with prices in our area and determine what price would help your house sell quickly and for top dollar. When you are ready to sell your house, you want the most money possible on a timeline that works for you with as little hassle to you as possible. I know this, and I craft my entire strategy around that concept. With that in mind, you will want a real estate specialist that has a strategy and not one that just throws it on the market and hopes. Let's connect today so that we can go over the strategy I have for the sale of your home. I am David Hittle, doing business as Shopkentuckyhomes LLC, a real estate specialist with United Real Estate Louisville. Let's chat. My number is 502 489 1135.